I'm opening up our camera network here, and we do have a camera in Russellville, but it more faces towards the north, so may not give us too much of a view. But there is currently a tornado warning is now in effect for a Bowling Green, and this storm has now pushed into southwestern parts of Logan County here. And trying to get up our Russellville cam. I'll show you that in just a moment. But if you are just joining us, this is a storm and a tornado that's been tracking for many miles now coming out of Tennessee. And the storm is now near Lick Skillet. That's where we have the strongest rotation, just to the south of Olmsted. Please remain in your safe zone. Oakville, be in your safe zone. You don't have a whole lot of time before this storm is knocking on your door. This is how it looks right now in Russellville. Right now, we're just seeing some very, very heavy rain.
They will be canceling the Todd County tornado warning any minute now.
Okay, so the warning's about to expire in Todd County as the storm is now into Logan County. The Russellville cam is loading up here. It's probably taken a little bit of a power hit. It's because when these storms roll on through, our camera network sometimes loses its signal. Here we go. You can see this is what's happening right now in Russellville, just getting some very heavy rain. But there is a tornado warning now in effect. It continues to be in effect for Russellville. So if you're out and about right now, again, if you've been getting those alerts on your phone, wrap up any of those plans. Head to a safe spot. If you're out at a store and you don't have what you feel like is enough time to head back home, then stay where you're at. That's actually a better idea, is just to stay where you're at. If you're already in a secure location, stay in that secure location. So this is how it looks as we speak in Russellville. Now I'm going to go to a radar here, and this is the radar that you're typically used to seeing. It's kind of a mess, and so these tornadoes can be rain wrapped. They can very much be rain wrapped. And when we look at radar here, I'm going to stop it. You can kind of see how this storm has that. It doesn't have a classic supercell look to it, but you can certainly see that around in this area, this is where we're likely getting the strongest rotation. And there's even a possibility, I'll pop up on screen here so you can see me. I'm going to bounce all over the place here. There's even the possibility there could be a little bit of debris in there as well in this area right here as it continues to move into portions of Logan County here. So we continue with these tornado warnings. They are in effect for southern Logan County as well as Warren County. You can see over there into Woodburn. They had a parade not too long ago. Thankfully, it was earlier. Folks are now likely back home. This warning is just to the north of Franklin, but if you're in Franklin, I still want you to keep an eye on what we're tracking here, because sometimes these storms can shift a little bit north or a little bit south. If you're in a Bowling Green, I know you can't see it on the map right now, this is where the storm is. And obviously Bowling Green, we still have some time. So there's plenty of time for folks to be able to actually get into their safe zone. So that's what is good about this warning coming out very early here. Folks do have the opportunity to take shelter. So I'm going to pull away from the storm just a little bit to give folks in Warren County an idea of who's in the warning right now. Again, your alerts have been probably going off. I'm not sure why I can't move. There we go. So Bowling Green, Petros, as well as Woodburn, Drake under this warning. But the strongest rotation is passing by Allensville and Lick Skillet right now. Olmsted could be seeing some hail in addition to winds probably gusting on the order of 60 to 70 miles per hour. So that's where the strongest rotation is right now. I'm going to go back to our velocity product so you can see where the rotation is. And it's still looking pretty good as the storm is right now outside, just outside of the Lick Skillet. It is heading towards 96 here over there near Red Oak Church. So if you're in the Oakville area right now, take cover, stay in your safe spot. Even into Cave Springs, please stay in your safe spot. You can see our latest scan here really puts the storm right between Oakville and Cave Springs. So as we have a large and very dangerous tornado likely on the ground. This storm has been tracking since it was over there in Tennessee, and it has been producing a tornado for a good majority of the path here. Hello, Sarah.
Hello. I have a guest on the phone asking if you know what direction we're currently looking at for any tornadic activity.
Oh, well, we've got some warnings in effect right now, so they're moving to the northeast. So, yeah, just tell them to be on the lookout, and if they get any alerts on their phone, to seek shelter.
We do have, so you can see on the map any area that is outlined in that red polygon, which includes the city of Bowling Green. You need to be in shelter immediately. We still have to assume that this tornado is on the ground and approaching these areas, including Logan, northern Simpson, and southern Warren County. There's still a pretty good signature of rotation occurring. So again, we have to assume the tornado is on the ground. And make sure you are in your shelter. Take your phones with you if you have them. If you're not able to be in a safe space with your TV, we are on Facebook Live right now, so you can sign on, listen to us there, take us into your safe spot, and listen to us. We will give you the all clear once it has passed through the county or area that is being affected.
Oh, sorry. I was double checking to see if our live stream is going. Our live stream is going as well, so you can find us on WBKO.com. So there are many ways for you to be watching us right now, and we're going to try to hit as many streams as we possibly can. If you're watching this Facebook Live, share it. We can't get enough shares on this, because if you're just joining us right now, we do have a tornado warning that is in effect for south central Logan County. Here is where our strongest rotation is. It's just to the south of Cave Springs and also north of Oakville, and it's about to cross over 96 and eventually 431, which does run into Russellville. Russellville, you are on the northern edge of this tornado warning. I want you to stay in your safe zone. And heads up for folks out there into Auburn, as well as Rockfield, along Russellville Road 68. Most of that road from Bowling Green to Russellville is included in the tornado warning. And we also have the warning extending all the way into a southern Warren County, including Woodburn, Salmons, and northern Simpson County. And there have been reports, there's been video of a large and very dangerous tornado on the ground. We're still getting a very, very good signature here just to the north of Red Oak Church. We could certainly be dealing with a possible tornado right in this area right here, where you see the arrow. That is where we likely have a tornado on the ground right now.
Russellville camera, there's heavy rain right now. It does look like there might even be some hail that is occurring as well. I see there's water starting to pond on the roadways, and that's going to be that can very easily be a thing today with the heavy rainfall, with how fast it comes down. And sometimes the drainage ditches in the sewers have a tough time keeping up with that. So be mindful of that. And yeah, this live look outside right now at Russellville. Not anything you really want to be outside in. And I believe Russellville is still within that tornado warning, if not
Yes.
very close. Yes. So you need to be in cover until that warning has expired. It does look like they just trimmed a portion of Logan County out of that tornado warning. Would be western portions of Logan County.
So yeah, in addition to not just the tornado threat, we're getting strong winds and very, very heavy rainfall. I would just advise you, if you're in that tornado warning right now, you shouldn't be out driving. And if you are driving, I'm hoping that you're able to get to your safe location as quickly as possible. Again, if you are just tuning in, and right now I can see our Facebook Live has 4,000 views right now. So a lot of folks are watching, wondering what's going on. And so here is the very latest. If you're just joining us, I'm keeping an eye on the comments here. It's one of those days in which it's going to be impossible to answer every single question that we have, but I'm going to try to give you as much information as I possibly can, as we possibly can. Davis Wells is also in studio as well. But you can see that we do have a very strong rotation here between Russellville and Oakville. This is over there near Whitaker Grove Church. And you can see it's crossing over 431 right now. Davis, have there been any additional reports of confirmation of this tornado still on the ground in Logan County?
So I just followed up with the National Weather Service in Louisville. The tornado has been on the ground for some time and continues to move into an environment favorable to keep this storm going. People in Bowling Green, especially on the south side, should take this storm seriously as it approaches. So again, we have, let me see here, we do have some damage reports out of Todd County, just southwest of Allensville on 79. Numerous trees and power lines with barns destroyed, roof damage. I'm not sure, David, if we can get a storm track, an estimated time as to what areas will be impacted by this. But again, we still have to assume this tornado is on the ground. It's still showing a really really a good signature on the radar that would definitely support a tornado being possible.
So yeah, here's our center circulation right now, right in between Russellville and Oakville. Stay in your safe zone, please, if you are in either one of those locations. If you're in the town of Dennis, this is very, very close to your neck of the woods right now. So I'm going to zoom out here, and I'm going to put on a track for you. The storm is moving. How fast is this tornado moving?
Let me get you an answer here. Feed for Russellville,
WBKO first alert weather. That is it's a great app for not just severe weather, but for day-to-day weather. A little bit of time left. before this storm impacts you. South Union 249, New Friendship Church.
We do have an update from the National Weather Service. As of 2 minutes ago, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 3 miles southeast of Russellville, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. So this is, as of 2 minutes ago, this is still a large and confirmed tornado on the ground. So if you are in areas ahead of this storm, New Friendship Church, South Union, even areas of Browning and eventually Bowling Green, you need to be in your safe place immediately. These storms can't start getting in cover now. If you know anybody that lives in these areas, text them, call them, let them know they are in the line of a storm. They need to be in a safe place. That's going to be the lowest level of your home, on the lowest floor, most interior portion near the center, away from windows. If you have a pair of shoes, put those on. You just never know. In the event you would need to evacuate after the storm were to pass from potential storm damage. Also, make sure you've got your devices charged while if these areas still have power, which actually that reminds me, I'm going to check and see what the power outage situation is, if there's anybody that's being
that has a history of producing damage. I've seen some video of it coming out of parts of Tennessee, and this tornado has been on the ground for a little time here. And the latest tornado warning right now, including southern parts of Warren County and the city of Bowling Green, continues until 3:15. So this is still over the next 30 to 45 minutes here. A tornado producing storm has been confirmed. And again, right now it is actually near 68, which is Russellville Road. If you're in Auburn, please be in your safe zone right now. This storm is heading your way. And just to recap what your best safe zone is, that's going to be an interior closet or a bathroom. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible so that you can be in the best location in the event that this tornado does actually impact you. And have pillows, have as much stuff for the kids to keep them calm as well, because this is obviously a stressful situation. We want to make sure that the kids are all right. And don't forget your pets as well. That safe zone, obviously make sure that it is large enough for everybody to be in. And not only are blankets and pillows and towels a good idea, but you can even bring in a bike helmet as well. A bike helmet will obviously protect your head. If you have multiple bike helmets, that's even better. So For Auburn, right now, we don't have much time. The storm is knocking on your door, South Union as well. This takes us right up Russellville Road and eventually into Warren County. So we're going based on these radar updates here and looking at Doppler max. Not only is it the tornado threat here that we are dealing with, but we're also dealing with the very, very heavy rain. This makes the tornado very difficult to actually see. Do not go out and try to view this thing. Don't think that you're a storm chaser or anything like that. Just please don't. You're putting yourself at serious risk here. But you can see that we've got some torrential rain into Auburn, Russellville. Things are getting a little bit better for you. The rotation is now to your southeast. And you can see that small warning in effect for part of the Russellville area, that's about to expire here in 4 minutes. The bigger warning, 3:15, that does include the Bowling Green area and much of south central Warren County. There is a large and potentially dangerous, well, it is a dangerous tornado on the ground right now as we speak, just to the south of Russellville. It is heading over there towards the Auburn area. So if you're in Auburn, you need to be in your safe zone now. Petros, be in your safe spot. Browning, if you're in Bowling Green, be in your safe location now. Memphis Junction, Rich Pond. If you are even over there towards the Alvaton area, you are included in this warning. Woodburn as well. So this, again, is a very, very dangerous situation. We have reports of damage out there into parts of Todd County.
Logan County as well.
Logan County as well.
Damaged homes and barns.
Okay, damaged homes and barns. So this is, we're getting structural damage here, which is an indication that this is a pretty strong tornado. All right. Right now, the latest warning has come in from the Weather Service. We do have a tornado warning. It remains in effect until 3:15 for central Logan, south or northwestern Simpson, and southwestern Warren counties. We're just getting an indication based on this warning that it's a radar-indicated tornado. But this storm has produced a large and a dangerous tornado. So even though the warning just says radar-indicated tornado, still could have a tornado on the ground as we speak. There was a confirmation of a tornado on the ground just to the south of Russellville. Over there towards Auburn, that is where the strongest rotation is as we speak. Let me get another look at velocity here. And you can see, yeah, over there towards the Auburn area, it's not looking as great of a signature as it was before, but keep in mind, the radar is also scanning higher in the sky here. So we are certainly assuming that there is still a tornado on the ground with this as it does approach Auburn. It's likely over Auburn right now. South Union, be in your safe spot. Petros, if you live along Russellville Road, which is Route 68, of course, you'll want to be in your safe zone. We do have a tornado warning in effect for the Rich Pond community along with Woodburn, Shawnee Estates. Bowling Green is in this warning. And this continues for the next 30 minutes.
We do have some video of a very, very low wall cloud that passed through in Olmsted, as well as barn damage as well. I mean, the barn itself has pretty much a whole corner taken out of it. So this is definitely a powerful storm that needs to be treated seriously. This image coming in from Zan Lee out of Olmsted. So thank you for sending this in, and be mindful too if with these storms passing through, this is not something that you want to be necessarily going outdoors to try and get pictures. Your safety is the most important thing that that's most important for all of us here, and that's what we're trying to do. But, if after the storm has passed and you don't have any warnings issued for your area and it's safe to go out and there's no power lines down, feel free to send us those photos in on social media, the WBKO First Alert weather page or Twitter, or even send us in the images at WBKO.com as well.
So the very latest on the storm right now, the circulation that we are watching is right by Auburn. This is along 68 again, which is Russellville Road. So if you're in South Union, Petros, you need to seek shelter now, as the storm is really just knocking on your door here. Let me move radar around just a little bit.
We do have an update from National Weather Service. So thankfully, it looks like the storm has lost a little bit of its debris ball. So they believe that the tornado has lifted, but there's no confirmation of that. But given that the environment is still suitable for tornadoes, hence the tornado watch that was issued earlier today, it's very possible that this storm could again form the tornado and be back down on the ground. So even though if you are still in that tornado warning, you need to continue to take this very, very seriously.
Tornadoes can recycle. So yes, even if this tornado has lifted, it can certainly drop again at any moment. If you're under a tornado warning, be in your safe zone. St. Mars School as well as Rockfield are in the path of this storm. Rockfield, you have less than 10 minutes now. South Union, the storm is basically over you as we speak. Petros, take shelter. That is taking us into a Warren County. And so the storm continues through Logan County. It's been moving very, very quickly, 55 to even 60 miles per hour. So this is a fast moving storm. You can see where Bowling Green is, and we are continuing to monitor any sort of a wobble with this storm here. You can look at it over like the last hour or so. Put on a loop here. You can see that it's been pretty consistent with its motion, which again we'll push it close to Bowling Green in the next 25 to 30 minutes or so. So if you are in Bowling Green, please be in your safe zone. This warning has been out for a little while, so it's giving you some time to be able to seek shelter, to take your phone with you so that you can watch us on Facebook Live. If you have a TV, maybe that's the way you're getting this alert right now. Turn it up as loud as you possibly can so that you can hear us from your safe zone. And again, just be mindful of your pets. Obviously, make sure that everyone in your family is safe. Right now, again, this storm, according to the Weather Service, has lost a little bit of its signature, which is obviously good news, but at the same time, these storms can certainly recycle and produce tornadoes. Once they've had a history of producing tornadoes, they can keep producing tornadoes.
So we do have that storm pulled up now on our tower cam. There's quite a few lightning strikes that we're starting to see out ahead of this storm as well, and you might even be able to hear the thunder in the background. I'll try and move over here too so the people on Facebook Live can hear me as well. The latest information from the National Weather Service is that it appears that the tornado has potentially lifted as of right now. Now, with the environment still being suitable for tornadic activity with the tornado watch that has been issued, tornadoes can drop back down, if the ingredients are still there, and that is certainly kind of what we're looking at right now. The environment is favorable for this, so do not let your guard down. If you are in that tornado warning for portions of Warren, Logan, and northern Simpson County, that's in effect until 3:15, be in shelter immediately.